Jeremiah Smith in motion, and they'll throw it to him. First catch for the best receiver in college football, dancing outside, and he's marked down. Texas in week 2. Third down. Saying to pass once again over the middle and complete. That's one of the new receivers for Ohio State this year, Devin McEwen. Fake it to Jackson. Zayin checks it down short. Nate Roberts. He is expected to ascend to the TOC with the Steelers last year. Third down again. Zayin on target to Jeremiah Smith. Splitting tackles, whistles blow, and Smith is marked down at the 30.
Again, you see the heavy emphasis
to ever come through here. Zayin through the air. Jackson on the catch this time, out of the backfield, and scampers down the sideline.
Ringing the bell and everything else you've accomplished this season. Thank you so much. Do you need an umbrella? Do you guys have one in the booth? JSN needs one. We need an umbrella down here.
We're fine down.
be the best. You show proof.
All right, 4th and goal here. Zayin rolling to his right, away from the pressure, has room to run, and I don't know if he would have made it real time.
Well, things have definitely changed the way they run college, and I think he's actually more suited for the job now that he's been in the NFL. On the football field and be more consistent.
After a 9-yard pass to Brock Boyd, the freshman, Favor Aki is wrapped up after a short game. Eli Lee, the linebacker.
Justin Martin, the transfer from Maryland, but everybody thinks he's the heavy favorite to beat. Number 2 quarterback. Look at that pass.
Throwing it back to Chris.
3 alongside Jeremiah Smith and Brandon Innes.
Chris Henry, prime candidate, as Aki is wrapped up. So Chris Henry here for St. Clair, second-string quarterback for Ohio State. Stands in the pocket, pressure comes, and whistled down. Quay Russaw in on the action for the Ohio State defense, along with John Walker. Hawkins kicking a field goal for the first time today.
These are big moments for Buckeye Nation.
And he nails it.
That is a great sign. You think of King find schemes and put guys in different positions and utilize them to their full capabilities, that they're not worried about losing some of these guys.
Strike from Zayin to Nate Roberts.
For me, I really like Earl Little. I think he's going to be a good player. I love the way he played in the spring. I came to see the practice, so he's going to do awesome. I'm super excited for my guy, Peyton Pierce. It's
one of the best linebacker prospects in this draft. It just shows you how committed. Oh, you got an interception. Tips and overthrows. You got to get those, Jack. Every time. You got to make them pay on defense any opportunity that you get. So I love the fact that they got that takeaway.
Bo Atkinson hauls it in.
When you can't quite get there, get your hands up, match the quarterback's throwing hand, and get a tip in the air and watch these guys make a play. Will Smith Jr., I know his father would be proud of him.
Make it to Aki. St. Clair going deep. Henry's there. Touchdown.
This is something that we might see a lot of in the fall right here.
Breaking news here when I say that the Buckeyes are an absolute NFL factory. How are you preparing for the draft next week?
Yeah, I mean, just staying around.
You see one guy get one, now other guys going. And oh my goodness, I almost won that. Talked one up, didn't I? He must be hearing me out there.
3rd and 6. St. Clair over the middle and finds Henry again.
Yeah.
Those two have linked up 3 times. Chris super talented, having a great day so far. St. Clair looking deep again. He wants the shot down the field. Incomplete.
Great play right there on the ball. That's a back play right there, my boy.
Quay Russaw coming in for the hard tackle.
Quay Russaw is one of those.
Yeah. Julian Zayin's still playing now. We didn't expect to see him this long.
Well, he's seen Tavian make all them throws down the field. He wants to get some of that biggest focal points on this defense. If you got a good defensive tackle that can go in there and stop that run game, it makes things a lot easier for everybody else around him. So those defensive tackles.
And on the ground with Favor Aki. Reminder, 4 different injuries at run.
Just in case Tavian St. Clair isn't ready for the season and can't handle it, you got a guy that's been out there that's seen act
pretty well. Just under 200 yards.
You know, his story is kind of similar to a Will Howard story. You know, when you
couple inches here. Right back to Jackson. He did not get there.
I want to say that was sincere.
Of course, Ohio State's going to go for it. Spring game. Wrapped up in the backfield again. Johnson Now it's Luke Fahey in at quarterback. This is a tough first drive for him to come in with the rain falling harder than it has all day. You hear new players coming into the program. It's unrivaled in college football. As Fahey will scramble first time on the ground for the freshman in Ohio.
Guys in particular do a really good job of being getting twitch and doing a great job of being able to turn their hips and run.
That's exactly what you were when you played. You came in as a taller secondary player, but on third down, Justin Martin feels pressure from Wilder, and that is a sack.
This year, what are you looking to improve upon in year 2?
I can improve in just a lot of areas. Step up more as a leader, really take control.
Huge vat of water, and it said water for recruits only. What do you think? Ed?
That was a big completion down the
Last year, but I also think that he is going to be a nice tight end too. We got a nice tight end too that can work his way into a tight end.
What's it been like playing with Chris Henry Jr.?
Yeah, it's easy. It was easy. They bought in real fast. It didn't take much. I just had to
that you get in practice.
I'm sure that was a wake-up call.
It was.
Freshman, third down here, St. Clair. Flush left, looking downfield, plenty of space to run, and the sophomore scampers for a first down.
In his scoring, he was saying about how quickly it goes. He's a senior now, and he remembers when Jackson Smith-Njigba was actually his host when he was coming here and getting recruited.
We're in the best offensive lineman for Ohio State. Carson Hinton, first team All-American last year at center. We're under 3 minutes to go in the spring game. What a journey for him.
You need those guys. Now that they're all back, they're having another year. They're going to have that chemistry. They're going to go through camp all as one unit. And look at that room right there.
Fahey might go the distance. Give it to him.
No, don't give it to him.
Come on. And Ohio State will run it. Nothing there for Rocky.
Defense alone. Oh.